Yo, 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 what they do. I'm your host, Aaron J. Jackson, also known as Marvin Bay. And I got the homie right here, Bushy B. What they do, man?
What's poppin'?
How you been doing? What you been up to?
No, I've been chilling, man, working. Just released that Blues Boy 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on my birthday. Little birthday gift for myself.
How you feeling about that?
You know, I really was supposed to release it a little earlier, but, you know, the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
But it gave me time to make it better, you know, so it actually came out exactly how I wanted it to. You know, I still got to shoot a couple vids to it, but I'm feeling it.
Mm-hmm. So for the people that don't know you, introduce yourself on who you is.
You know, I'm from Miami. I'm from Opa Locka. You know, back blues, hence Blues Boy, you feel me? But, you know, I'm really from all over Miami, you know, Carol City too, because I went to Carol City, graduated Chief, you know, Big Chief. So I'm like, I'm just a real Miami dude, man. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So how was your upbringing growing up in Miami and Opa Locka as well?
You know, just hustling, grinding, you know, sports. You know, I play everybody from the crib, played sports, football, basketball. So I always had that competitive edge in me. You know, I always wanted to get some money, you know, always trying to get fresh, trying to get fly. So that's it.
So what intrigued you into loving music at first growing up? Because, you know, it could start off with, you know, your mom or your dad or something like that. So how was that?
Man, you know, my people just always played tunes, man. I just always liked music. Like, it started, it was like a blend of like R&B and then Tupac. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it was just like, I just love music. Then I started finding my favorite artists. And then it just kept going like that.
Mm-hmm. Who was like the artists that you was listening to growing up, really?
Growing up, it was like a bunch of Wayne, you know, Andre 3000, like Outkast, Hot Boys, and Keith Sweat, you know, Tupac. That's about it. Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy because we kind of like the middle generation that get like the 90s mixed with the early 2000s and like seeing how all that and kind of like influences like how we are today and shit like that.
That's why I feel like I don't want to step on no toe, but I feel like 90s baby is the most creative.
Yeah.
I feel like we the most creative. You feel me?
What kind of triggered you to like start music?
Actually, man, I used to just freestyle a lot. You know how you freestyle, having fun, but I always like had like a computer and stuff. So you feel me? So I just started recording myself and recording all my homeboys, and then I just never stopped. Like that happened like in like 9th grade. You feel me? So I just never stopped.
And what got you developing your skills when it comes down to like making music? Because I feel like you said, you started freestyling, but then you start to mold into making songs and doing that. How did you do that?
I think that just come from me just listening to music. Like I just always knew what it was. It wasn't really it ain't no get rich quick scheme or nothing like that. It was just because I loved making music. I love like just expressing myself. Like that's just art. You feel me? Like if somebody was a painter, like I'm painting every time I do it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. So what made you like coming from like a listening perspective to like, damn, I actually want to go in the studio and actually, you know, rap?
I gotta say, man, I had the computer, man. I was recording myself. Then I was dropping freestyles on like MySpace, YouTube, and then
MySpace. That's great.
But I had like the like trial versions and all that. So when I was like, all right, I need to drop a song with a video, I pay for studio time. I go by myself, pay record, pay my dog $50, shoot the video. You feel me? That's how I got it. Then I started getting like little fans around high school to school. So I just kept it going.
And how was that feeling, you know, actually, you know, taking the time and doing all that work? Because that takes work. And that's like a lot of work, you trying to figure it out your own, like, and then getting the feedback from school and doing all that.
And you know me, man, even to this day, dog, people be like, boy, you bushy? I be like, kind of, nah, I ain't bushy. But because I ain't never was the type to be all that, dog, like all in a way. So I like the feedback, let me know that I'm really doing something positive and people really embracing it. And, you know, I'm just spreading the message, you know.
So you went from, you know, just actually like rapping and stuff like that, but how did you develop storytelling? Because that's a skill itself in molding the craft of like, you know, making music.
Man, I just feel like it's just life. It's just it ain't made up. You feel me? It's just life. I'm living it and I'm telling it. Like I just be telling my life or what I see. That's it.
What were the challenges? Would you say that you had to face when you was upcoming?
Rapping?
Yeah.
Man, really at first it really wasn't too many challenges because I was just doing it, just because I really like doing it. Then when I like linked up, like I guess started what they'll say professional, linked up with my boy Billion. Shout out Live House, that's where we at right now. But when I linked up with Billion, it was a lot of like, alright, now who this is, man? He got a point to prove. But I still wasn't. To me, I ain't have a point to prove. But everybody watching me on that, like, oh man, he got to be hard or stuff like that. So it was I just had to push it.
So, what was the feeling you had? Well, speaking of, Billion, what was the feeling when you released "Cursed by the Gift" as your debut mixtape in 2017?
Cursed by the Gift, man. See, around them times, I just graduated from college, so I was still going to school. I was doing all that. Like, I'd go to school, come straight to the studio. Yeah. You feel me? So, it was just me and DJ. Like, man, one day when I first met Berg, he, like, just dropped me on DJ on the beat. You feel me? My producer. And we just, like, all right, y'all boys work together. So, we just, every day we went to the studio, Little Caesar's Pizza, you feel me? Got water bottles. We just cooking up, man. You feel me? That's what we was doing. And we just created a vibe, created different sounds, man. We just grew with each other.
How did you, like, around that time, I can only imagine it because that's like your debut mixtape and stuff like that. Yeah. How was that feeling recording that whole project and actually molding the whole full project?
Man, I was like, but bro, to be honest, dog, like I said, bro, when I first started, I was putting together songs. Like I was putting together little projects and throwing them on that piff and all that. Like I've been like turning myself into like a little machine.
So you already prepared.
I already knew, but this now it's just on a bigger scale. Now it's going on a bigger platform. Now it's going the world finna hear this now. So I just had to upgrade my sound, upgrade my style.
In the beginning of the beginning stages of your rap career, you was in college. You spoke on college. Most people don't. In the game, they don't really encourage people of going to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you like actually go to college and while you was in your career?
Man, I just used college. Out of all my homeboys, I was the last one to go to college. Yeah. But I was probably the only one to graduate at the time. You feel me? So when I went to college, man, I went to HBCU. You feel me? So I got a whole culture. I got a whole thing. Like, it was a real thing. So
What did you study?
I studied criminal justice. You feel me? But it just helped me. I feel like it helped me with my networking. It helped me like to know people. It helped me to learn different cultures, which helped me hear different sounds, different type of music. It was hard to go to school and do that, with the work and all that. But I got through it.
Were you like since you went to school, what was the books you was reading? Because when I listen to your music, I feel like you're very knowledgeable on what's going on as black people and stuff like that. So what was the books you was reading?
I ain't gonna lie to you. At the time, dog, I really wasn't even reading. I really wasn't even doing the homework. I was just getting through. But when I graduated, like, especially on my last project, like, I really started getting into books. I really, like, one of my professors wrote a book. I bought his book. We had a deal, like, if he downloaded one of my mixtapes, I'd buy his book. And we did that. Then I just got a book recently. So I just really started reading, but I'm very into like black. I'm very into us. You feel me? I'm very into that.
Yeah. So you went to the HBCU. Yeah. I seen that you went to Florida Memorial.
Yes, sir.
And that's crazy because I feel like with HBCUs they don't get enough credit. Versus like a university. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of culture. When it comes down to HBCUs, like the FAMUs, and especially for Florida Memorial, I feel like out of all schools in Florida Memorial don't get enough
Yeah, credit. Man, Florida Memorial, one of the first schools first black schools down south. Mm-hmm. So shout out FAMU too, man. Major love. A lot of people from Miami go up there. Yeah. You know, but Flow Mode, man, HBCUs, period. I don't know why they don't get it as much light. You feel me? But sometimes a lot of light ain't good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the low key one.
Yeah, the low key always be the one to do something. You know,
for real.
That's how it goes.
So speaking of HBCU, one of your projects is called Heartbreak Causes Understanding.
Yes, sir.
How did you come up with that concept? Because that's a very creative way of molding that together.
I wanted to when I did that, I just wanted to shed light on HBCUs, and I just through that project, I wanted to tell stories, with love, with just all that, just real life stories. So I just tied it all together. Mm-hmm.
And that project itself, like 1 and 2, like it's like saying which one is your favorite, baby. But which one is your favorite, 1 or 2? 'Cause I like 1.
So, now that all of them out. I'll say 2 is my favorite because sound wise is better quality. You get what I'm saying? But 1 was just a little more like, that was my first time. Like I found the whole new me when I was doing 1. So I really had fun with that one. But 2 was like a little more advanced. It was just a 2.0 of that.
Especially Head in the Sky. God. I'd be on 95. I'd be like, yo, I felt Bush when he be like, I feel like it comes to the soul. That's one thing I like about your music. It comes from the soul, and the way that you rap, it's like more relatable type of perspective. But the one thing I like about your music and your projects is the skits. A lot of artists don't, especially in this time, don't really tap into skits. What made you like do skits in between your projects?
Cause at the end of the day, man, I really I'm not really a single type of dude. I won't say I'm not, but I really don't push to this the single, this the single. Yeah. So I always want to make it a book. Like I want you to like through the whole thing. That's what it is. It's a story. So the skits and all of it go together. So when you press play from the top to the end, it's a whole thing. It's a whole moment. It's a whole whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, yeah. How did you come up with the diamond skits? Like that was each one is funny.
You feel me? Like, and that's on HBCU. Like that's just the life, man. That's real life. You got them people like that be snap. You got females that be acting crazy. You know how that go, man. It's just real life, got real Miami vibe.
And then and you put it in the Miami perspective that people could relate to down here as well, because the lingo, the way I forgot what skit it was, but the dude that is one of the girls. One of his friends, girls or something like that, was messing with the stripper girl, and he had to tell. I forgot what skit was it. I don't know if it's HBCU. I think it was actually from. I forgot which project. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the skit off the top.
But that shit was just funny. The way that he was just like, "Why you talking about my girl?"
Yeah, he like she down in the beans and all that. Yeah. You know what you're talking about.
So we at the Lifehouse store and Berg, Berg is a legend, you know what I'm saying, especially in Miami. How did he reach out to you, and how was that feeling like towards you, you know what I'm saying, him and you joining the Lifehouse team as well? And how much does that mean to you as well, too?
No, man, it's big, coming from the crib, coming from Miami, that, like you say, legend, just somebody embracing you, because you really don't get, a lot of time, man, a lot of OGs don't embrace you, man. They don't really they don't even show you the game. You feel me? They don't want no type of sign to me or nothing like that. Like, I ain't under no contract or nothing. We just, you feel me? We family now. We building. Because if I go up, he go up. If he go up, I go up. That's how it's supposed to be. But the way I met him, man. Rest in peace, my dog, 4-3, man. He just passed. I met him at Flow Mo. He knew I did music. Me and him connected. And he knew Bird. So one day he told me pull up to the Lifehouse store. And we in here vibing, he playing my music. Bird come out the back like, damn, boy, who that is? Boy, that is you. And we ended up exchanging numbers. And I've been with him ever since.
Well, how was, you upcoming, him telling you, like, him giving you his information, how was that feeling like? Because, coming up, you like, damn, like, a nigga really fuck with a nigga.
To be real, I always thought that's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I ain't run into to the green OGs, but I knew about it, but I didn't run into them. I always thought this how it's supposed to go, man. Somebody young rapping, like I do it now too, man. Like I got little dogs, like shout out my boy 4-Pack, man. I like he from my hood, like I show him the game. That's how it goes.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially like young niggas like us, when we seen like we really trying to like figure this shit out, whether it's life, whether it's your career, whatever, trying to have that same guidance. But especially coming from Miami, it's kind of very hard for getting that.
You gotta find somebody that understand the bigger picture.
Yeah,
like we all gonna win if we win. You feel me? So if all us doing it, we all gonna win. So it ain't, you can't have that selfish heart. That's all it is.
Cause what's the saying? Building a community, you gotta have people to surround yourself with in a positive limelight. And once people see that, that's when things will go up. Yeah. So talking about music again, what's your process like when you listen to a beat, while you recording and stuff like that?
What's my process when I listen to a beat?
Yeah.
Man, really I just be
Y'all can go.
Yeah, y'all can walk by, bro. That real life right here. We at the live house still right now, you feel? You know how we get down. But when I listen to a beat, man, I just I still to this day kind of still freestyle it though. I find my vibe, I find out where I want to go at with it. I record myself, so I punch it in, and I just find my way. That's it.
And like you talk about freestyling while you're doing it, what about the writing process? Do you write as well too, or? I'm
trying to start back writing, but I haven't really been writing it, man. But I do take my time with it. Like I said, I punch in, so I kind of write it in my head. That's how it goes.
So, how do you continue to separate yourself from other artists? And I kind of already know the answer. It's like you don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You just continue to stay focused, right?
Yeah, man. I just do me, dog. Man, once I start looking at other artists, that ain't doing me. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to copy nobody's style, no nothing. So I kind of really don't really listen to a lot of people besides my account. That's the only way I really stay in my lane.
I feel like your music, you have a lot of melodies when you rap, while you rapping and stuff like that. What made you, or what molded you into doing that as well too? Just hearing the beat, or? Man,
at first, cause I ain't want to start saying I was singing stuff. Cause I really rap how I talk. Like a lot of people be like, well, it sound like you singing to me. Like, you feel, I be soft, but they sound like I'm singing. But nah, I really just rap how I talk, man. It's it's just me. I don't really want to put it in no box and say I'm a singer or a rapper.
Yeah, I feel like you're a true artist, and I like when how should I say this? When artists or musicians say, "Nah, I'm an artist," I feel that because it's like you really painting a picture. And when it comes down to your projects, the way that you orchestrate your projects is like a flow. Once I hear that flow from top to bottom, like I hit you up the other day, I'm like, bro, I'm listening to Blue Boys too, and that shit just and that shit just from top to bottom, like how, like from ongoing time, how did you what's your inspiration when it comes down to molding your projects? Because I feel like from Blue Boys 1 and 2, it has two different stories, but it go with each other as well. Yeah,
like I learned that over time how to format the tapes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go off the sounds of each beat. Sometimes I go off the content of each song. So it just depends on the group of songs I put together. We record probably like 100 songs to pick the best 13. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that. So you just pick the waves that go together.
Yeah, cause from Blue Boys 1, from top to bottom, I always say Blue Boys 1 is. It's like a nighttime vibe. I gotta hear it at night because of the flow driving through 95. And 2 is like more like a midday, daytime, midday, nighttime vibe. Cause I listen to music when it comes down to sonically. I go based on the mood and what type of time of the day I should listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Do you do the same thing, or your perspective is different?
I really don't know. It's probably because the times I recorded. That's probably why I be like that. I'll never know, but. I don't know. Yes, sir. I gotta go back and listen to one and see what the vibe is.
Yeah, listen to one, dog, because one give me that nighttime vibe, you know, not in no like, you know, crazy way, just more like it's the chill. Flow, yeah, it's chill. And one that gives you like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? And plus you got a lot of good features with Kiddo Marv, Major 9, and a few artists. Like, what made you like, you know, how's that relationship like with y'all? And
you know, we all from the crib, man. You know, we always been working with each other. To be honest, bro, I don't really like, especially when we all in the same age group. Too. So I don't want people to act like we don't see each other. Like, dog, if you doing something in my age group, you see me, I see you. Let's work. That's all. Especially if you hard. Like, let's work. But it's only if you hard. That's it.
Which one is your favorite, 1 or 2 so far?
I'm gonna say 2 because it's the newest. And it's like, it's just a newer me. So whatever come next gonna be better than all of them, but it's just, over time, I'm just elevating.
And in your own words, what would you say is the difference between the two, between the projects?
I just say, man, it's just growth. And then when I was doing 1, you feel me, it was just, my situation, my life was different between the 2. Like, that was last year, this year, like, you feel me? Y'all, everybody know how 2020 went. That's how I got Blues Boy 2, you feel me?
With good intentions, you mentioned your grandma. And, you know, in your other songs, you mentioned about your mother. You know, us growing as black men, you know, how much did the women in your life influence you to this day?
Man, I feel like, especially as black men, we all should be connected to strong black women. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you going to be a better man. You got to be connected to strong black men and strong black women. That's how you be the total man, I feel. Like, on good intentions, I say, no, my grandma wish I was a doctor. They wish I had an Oscar. And the reason I even said that, dog, because my grandma was like, you feel me? She was having surgeries back to back. And I know she probably wished I went to college. I know she probably wished I went to college to be a doctor. You feel me? So she ain't have to pay all them. We ain't have to pay all them surgery bills and all that. So I know she wished I was a doctor, but I'm not. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I meant. It's just real life stories.
And then one of the songs was on HBCU too, and you was mentioning about how you mentioned like how your mom was telling you about go get a job, and you was like, man, I feel like you trying me. Once you said that, I was like, dawg, I feel that shit. Especially like you.
I was over 6 mixtape, man. I'm over 6 tapes. She still put applications on the dresser, like, you feel me? That's how it be though, man. They never really see it until it happen. You know what I'm saying? And you can't fault people for not seeing your vision because it's your vision. Like, I'm living my vision, so I can't fault people for not seeing or believing it while I'm doing it. You get what I'm saying? They only gonna see it at the end. But that's fine with me. I grew to understand that. That's cool.
Yeah, because when you said that, I'm like, boy, I feel that shit. Like, you know, especially, you know, becoming an entrepreneur, building your craft and career that, you know, they don't really see it, especially as parents.
It, man, because they all, man, growing up, the traditional way of growing up, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing the traditional just get a job. We trying to build. We trying to give jobs. That's the way we rocking right now.
Build equity to the black dollar. That's the motive. So you from Opa Locka. How much does Opa Locka and the Back Blues mean to you?
You know, man, that's the tribe. That's the family. You get what I'm saying? I don't probably be around there every day and all that. I shouldn't. You know, people probably think I should, but I shouldn't be around there every day. But, you know, I just like to give motivation to the people under me. You get what I'm saying? Just keep it going, man. Show them that it's like you could go up. You ain't got to do the regular. You can go up, and whatever you want to do, just as long as you go 100, it's gonna work.
What would you think? What do you think is the most challenging thing about being a Miami artist today? As in, like, you know, getting your name, you know, more into the industry or whatever. And if so,
like the most challenging thing about being a Miami. Well, nah, go ahead, finish.
No, I'm saying, like, if so, like, how do you feel about it?
I feel like the most challenging thing about being a Miami artist is just sticking to your style. Because a lot of us start doing what's hot or what's trending, and then when that stop, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta focus on yourself. That's once we do that, we'll be good. But it's hard to do that when it ain't really too many outlets down here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ain't no excuses, man. You just gotta make it work. Get to it.
Is your goal, like, one of your goals is to, like, go mainstream with it, like, with your music?
Man, I just hollered at one of my dogs, like probably like a month ago, man. I call some of my dogs here and there, have like hour-long conversations, and one of them told me like, "Damn, boy, I can't wait till you make it." And I told Buddy, I made it. You get what I'm saying? And I don't really know what they mean by make it, but making it to me is like, I'm making bread off my words forever. Like, whatever I put out, I'm gonna make money off that forever. So it ain't even about like on some Bob Marley. I'm trying to go Bob Marley. Like, so I feel like
whatever your definition of success, pretty much.
Yeah. So mainstream ain't really gonna classify as if I made it or not. Like, I could be at this level forever and I'll be straight. But I feel if I get too big, it might be dangerous. But I'm trying to go Bob Marley. So.
Yeah. So what's next for Bushy B? What's next? Since you dropped the Blue Boy 2, what's next?
Man, the day after I dropped it, I was in the lab cooking. So I'm always make music. I'm forever make music. Building my brand more. The Live House family getting bigger. Me and Billion got more projects on the way. We just gonna keep working, man. Ain't gonna never stop forever.
Yeah. Do you are you into like other things? I feel like you are, but what you like venture off into different things other than music as well?
Yeah, man. I'm like I say, man. I've been in the reading, so I'm a history head right now. We in the dog game. We got them dogs. If y'all need them Frenchies, buddies, whatever, bulldogs, whatever you need. Yeah, man. I'm in the art, so I'm kind of into everything. I'm in the cars, so you'll catch me doing a little bit of everything, man. So. Like I say, man, we
true
forever.
hustler.
We true hustler, man. I'll be a buster if I ain't chasing paper. You know what I'm saying?
So one last question. Any advice for the people that want to do the similar path that you done?
Never you feel me? Like I say, man, never get mad that nobody don't see your vision. Of course you're going to get frustrated, but never let that deter you. You get what I'm saying? You just got to keep going. And strive for the best. Keep positive thoughts, man. That's how I've been doing it, man. Through all the negative, man, I keep positive thoughts. Because whatever you put in the air, that's what it's going to be. If you putting out negative, that's what it's going to be. Yeah. So I just believe in good energy, high vibrations. And don't force the vibe, man. Don't force it. You get what I'm saying? If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, man. Everything go how it's supposed to go. That's what we stand on.
All right. How can the people reach you?
Man, y'all can get at me on social media, the real Bushy B. That's everywhere, I guess, man. I'm kind of on there a lot now, man. I hadn't got off. I be in my own world. I be real life and all the way. But y'all can reach me on there, man. Make sure y'all go stream that music, the new album, Blues Boy 2, man. Shout out my boy, man. He got the cover looking good on there, man. That's another reason I really wanted to do this, because it's like a whole package. Like you did the cover pictures. So I'm like, man, let's sit down and let's do this, man. I appreciate it.
And I appreciate you. I ain't tell you this, but I appreciate you for putting me on the cover, or our picture together on the cover. You know what I'm saying?
It's all love, dog.
So this is episode 37. Again, I appreciate you for coming through. And that's it. We out.
We out of here, man. Blues Boy.
All right.